Today we are reviewing, or should I say, ranking the skins that are in the kilowatt case. Now, the kilowatt case has been out for about 2 weeks, but I haven't actually seen any of the skins that are in them. So this is just like straight up first impressions of these skins. Now, don't be fooled. Usually the blue skins are the worst, and then as you get up to the reds, those are the best. But that is not how I'm ranking them because sometimes some blues are some hitters, and sometimes the reds are complete garbage. So let's just go ahead and start with the blues. Right, first up, I'll do the Duels Hideout. I can't really. I got a better photo of it on my other screen, but honestly, it looks kind of nice, but also kind of basic. It doesn't look like it's pattern based. It just looks like it's a straight up skin, kind of graffiti-esque almost. I don't actually know. I'm gonna give it a solid B tier. There's no F tier. I just noticed that. If there was an F tier, I would give it a C. But we're gonna say D is F tier. It's honestly pretty average. I feel like you could put some stickers on it and make it pretty good. Next up is the Mac 10 Light Box. Now I'm biased here. Purple is my favorite color, so having a nice purple accent on the skin looks really nice. If it wasn't for that purple, it'd basically be like a Mac 10 slate. It's actually very clean. I'm giving it an A. And the crafting abilities that you could do with this, the crafting potential, oh, this is beautiful. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Next up is the Nova Dark Sigil. Now, this one, honestly, I could go either way. It looks kind of basic. The wolf at the edge, kind of edgy, kind of cringe. I don't really like it. But the finish itself looks nice. Like it looks like a nice quality finish, but the skin itself, I could really go either way. I'm gonna give it a C. Next up is the Tech 9 Slag. Also, kind of meh. It's got like this chainmail looking type mesh pattern on the handle. I don't really like that. Uh, and it's rusty. I mean, like I like rusted skins, but like this one just looks a little too like no personality on it. Why? Yeah. Also a C. Honestly, maybe a D. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a D. We got the UMP motorized. Now this one's kind of crazy. This one looks like something out of Terminator 2, maybe even Terminator 1. Like there's just a lot of moving parts in it. I don't know what it would look like when you're shooting it, at least the animation. I don't know if that makes it look different, kind of like with the Galil Chatterbox. But honestly, it looks really interesting. Looks really cool. You can't really do much, I think, with crafting on this. Maybe like some foils, some silver foil-esque skins or stickers will look good on that. But honestly, I think any stickers would kind of mess it up, which brings it down a bit because honestly, if you can't craft on a skin, like how good can it really be? It can be great by itself, but like stickers take it to another level. But in this case, I think it would make it go kind of make it look worse. I'd give it a solid B, maybe an A if it had like better potential for crafting. The Irizumi for the XM honestly looks like a wannabe dragon lore. It just looks like toned down. It's got the what looks to be like a reptilic print, on it. Basic as well. I mean, it looks nice. I'm gonna give it a C, honestly. Not much more about that. The Block 18. Now, again, I'm biased. I grew up loving Legos. This is so playful. It's fun. I'm surprised Valve even got away with putting this in their game, and the creator even got away with this because Lego is so hard on their copyright, their trademarks, and just like anything that resembles a Lego. So the fact that they're able to put a Block 18 Lego, is it Lego bricks or Lego blocks? That makes sense. That makes sense. Because Lego bricks are trademark. You cannot call something a brick unless it's a Lego brick. But this is a block, like Mega Blocks. But it's a very nice skin, very colorful. I think crafts on this would go crazy. I'm giving that an A. Very, maybe even above. Maybe nah, the Mac 10's better. The Mac 10's better. Yeah, I think I'm giving it a solid A. Solid A. Now talk about edgy. We got the M4A4 Etch Lord. This is kind of literally the same. I think it's the same as the XM. Like it's even the same design almost. It looks exactly like the same design. Is it maybe it's the same artist that made it, but really really boring. Really boring. It's clean but it's boring. I don't like that. Now we got the sawed off analog input, also a very colorful skin. Uh it looks like a controller, which is probably what they're going for considering the name is analog input because like analog stick controllers, yeah. I like it. It's colorful, it's cool. I'm put at like the top of the B. I think crafts on this would also make it a lot better too, but that's just me. I don't like the triangle at the end of the handle of it though. I don't know about that. So, what's next? The M4A1S Black Lotus. Now, I love the USP Black Lotus. This, I think, is just as good, if not better. The Like I said, I'm biased towards purple, so the hints of violet and purple on it make it very pretty. Crafts on this I think would go crazy, like some 9Z hollows or glitters. Uh, that would just look really, really nice. Maybe some autographs on it. Maybe like a rocks hollow. I mean, that's a little expensive, but that's where I could see this going in terms of crafting potential. By itself, it's a really nice skin. I'm gonna give it just like an A, just an A. Now, what do we have here? The first ever Zeus skin. The first ever Zeus skin, the Olympus. Uh, I mean, like, whoever made this, congratulations. You made the first ever Zeus skin to go into a Counter-Strike game, but, like, honestly, it's just kind of cringe. It's kind of cringe, and it's kind of, like, not very creative, Oh, haha, lightning. It's a taser. Like, the the detail, it's a little over detailed for Zeus himself. I don't know. I don't like it. It's kind of childish, like a little too childish, which is kind of hypocritical considering I rated a Lego Glock as an A tier. But honestly, I don't really like this. Crafting potential, disgusting because it's such a detailed skin that like any sort of craft you could put a face over like a face skin over Zeus's head to make it something, or you can make it look like he's holding something. But like honestly, I feel like any sticker would just make it even worse, and it's already a bad skin as is. I'm gonna give it a C, maybe like a mid C. Yeah, I'm gonna give it like a mid C in between the two Dragon Lore wannabes. I don't really like that. I don't like that at all. Uh, kind of same opinion when it comes to the USP. The Jawbreaker is giving me Hyper Beast vibes, where you got like the animal with like the teeth showing, and it's like jaw is wide open. I don't know, but it's like a little too colorful. It wants to be a graffiti type skin on the silencer, and then it just wants to be like a cool looking animal type thing. I'm gonna give it a C as well. It's definitely better than the rest of the C's, but I don't know. It's not really like I like the silencer, but not a big fan of the animal design, right? Next up we got the Op Chrome Cannon. This thing is real nice. I like this a lot. That's a red, right? That's a very nice red. Um, I think crafting on this would go crazy as well. Black scope, blacked out scope. Love a op with a blacked out scope. I know people like when the design has like there's a design on the scope. When the SSGs got their like the scouts got their scope designs, people love it. But I like a blacked out scope. I feel like you can get a lot more creative with the stickers without interrupting the skin, and I feel like the skin has much more room to breathe when it doesn't have a scope design on it. This is very nice. Crafting would go crazy. I'm gonna give it a high A. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a high A. I was considering putting it in the Mac 10 above because it's just so clean, but nah, it's a red. I mean, that does kind of bias me a little bit. I like the colors on it. I think it's top A, top A tier. Second to last, right, is the AK-47 Inheritance. Um, this looks like this looks like one of those ceramic pots you would find in like ancient China or like ancient Greece. I'm thinking Greece because it's like white and blue or navy, but like it's very nice, very clean. I could see maybe some crafts going looking nice on this. The same sort of stickers you would put on maybe like a print stream, I think would look good on this. It's a very clean skin. I don't really understand why this is a red though. In terms of the design, I could see it being a pink for sure, but I'm not quite sure about it being why Valve would decide this to be a red. Like if this is a red, then like something like a frontside Misty should have been a red too, if you get what I'm saying. But uh like ranking its color or its rarity aside, it's a nice skin, but I don't I don't think it's that good. Uh like good enough to be an S. I'm gonna say it's an A. I'm gonna say it's like above the Black Lotus. Maybe I'm torn. I say it's like tied with the Glock. I don't really like it that much. I don't know why these three skins are here. Let's just forget they exist. But I also threw in the Kukri knife. It's a new knife. I didn't see the animations on it, if it has any like special animations. But honestly, it looks kind of weird. Uh, the top part of the blade being wider than like the hilt is interesting to say the least. It looks like a Bowie almost, but yeah, not a big fan, honestly. I'm gonna give it like a B. And that's considering all the finishes, you know. Like the fade is really good. Maybe the fade would be an A, but like everything else would be would be solid B. So it just averages out to a B. Uh, I don't really like it as a new knife. I don't know. I feel like Valve has kind of there's only so many knife designs out there, right? So Valve has kind of used up all the good looking knives that exist in the world. I don't really think this is a good knife design. I wouldn't be opening this case if I wanted to get a knife out of it. So it appears I did forget some skins. I could have sworn these three on the bottom belonged to a different case. Maybe I was confusing the 5.7 with like the Violent Daimyo, but I could have sworn there was a 5.7 that looked just like this one in a previous case. That just goes to show what my ranking of these are probably going to be. But we're going to start off with the Scout. That's the Disastre. It's kind of boring. It's clean, but it's kind of boring. I don't really see skins or stickers really looking well on this either. I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna give it like a maybe like a top of the C. It's definitely better than the rest of the C's, but yeah, I mean it's a blue, so you're gonna get these basic skins, but like they can still be good. But this one, not really much personality to it. Next up, we got the 5.7 hybrid. Now it's definitely a hybrid because it looks like a bunch of other 5.7 skins that I've seen before, but it's playing on my biases. It's purple. I like purple. I can definitely see crafting potential with this, with some hollows or some glitters, maybe even some papers that can make this look even better than it already does. I like that it's got this break in the coloring on the back. You know, it's not just like silver all the way around. It's got this like black metallic bit on the end there. That makes it look better than it should be. I'm gonna give it like a B, maybe somewhere in the middle. Yeah, I'm gonna say like a solid middle of the road B tier skin. Lastly, we got the Suicide Squad MP7. It's called the Just Smile. Yeah, that's lame. That is very, very lame. It's giving what's his name, who played the Joker, Jared Leto. It's giving Jared Leto Joker. It's giving like trying too hard at method acting, trying to be cringe with the XX smiley face. It's looking like Marshmallow, the DJ, like his entire branding. I'm getting that like a bottom of the road D. If there was an F tier, I'd be giving that an F tier. That thing is disgusting. I don't like it, not one bit. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much my rankings. I'm surprised that there's no S tiers on this, but sometimes you're gonna get a case without an S tier skin. If I had to put an S tier, like if there was a requirement to put an S tier, I'd probably put the Op or the Mac 10. But I don't have to. This is my own ranking. I don't think there's any S tiers in this case. So that's just what you're gonna get. It's a new case. It's expensive, so I wouldn't open it. I would sell it if I were you. Wait a little bit, maybe buy the skins you want later on. But I don't see this as a case worth unboxing. It looks like a couple years from now, we're gonna look at these skins and we're not gonna think too much of them, to be honest. So that's just my opinion, though. Let me know about yours. What are your favorite skins out of this case? What do you think of it? Let me know down in the comments if you want to see me do more case rankings. Be sure to subscribe, like the video, and I will see you guys next time.